Hi guys, and welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Tonight's Wednesday night Fanzone show. I'm repping one of the old shirts. Tell me, Leicester fans, what famous players do you remember who wore this shirt? Tell me. Get in the comments and let me know. I hope everyone's well tonight, of course. Guys, please like, share, subscribe to Leicester Fan TV if you can, please. If you're watching on Facebook, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Push that notification button as always. Tonight, we're going to talk about Leicester City as they travel to the Danish country to take on Randers. A 4-1 previous beating at the King Power for the Danish side. Can we do it again? Who knows? We're also going to talk about James Justin. We'll talk about his new contract signing. So we're going to talk everything about that. We're going to talk about Brendan Rodgers wanting to win the Europa Conference League. We're going to talk about the Wolves game, what went right, what went wrong for the Foxes in that 2-1 defeat in the West Midlands. We're going to talk about man of the match from the Wolverhampton game. Get your thoughts on that. We're going to talk about James Justin's favourite moment in a Leicester City shirt. If you've got one, please let me know. It'd be great to see and hear so many different views on it. The return of two men, Fofana, Jamie, Vardy, them two have returned to training. What absolutely amazing news to hear. Should we be playing Nacho and Daka up top together, Leicester fans? Get it in the comments and let me know. Guys, as always, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Snapchat at Leicester Fan TV. Push that notification button. On YouTube, if you're new watching tonight, push that like button for me. And guys, come and join the debate with me then. We want your views. We want your comments. Come and get involved. Tell me about Leicester City's season. We will go through it all. And I will see you in just a tick.
Welcome to Leicester Fan TV. Are you ready for the show? Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. We want your views, we want your comments, so join us live. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, welcome to the Wednesday night Fanzone show. A lot to talk about tonight then. Leicester City travel to the Danish country to take on Randers. We also will be talking about James Justin's contract extension, the Leicester Cafu. We'll also be talking about next season, who's going to be here, who isn't. We're going to get all your thoughts. Guys, before we do that, please smash a like, please share, please subscribe to Leicester Fan TV. As always, it'd be great if you can. Let's get a few good evenings in then. Richie Collins, evening pal. Amanda, hello, how are you? I'm good. Very good. The question I asked about this famous shirt, who wore it? Famous players. Let's have a look what the fans have said. Scotty Taylor, ex LCFC player at the time. You are wearing that shirt. Muzzy, is it? Walshy, Ewan Roberts. Evening Facebook user. If you can sign into StreamYard or something, then I'll be to see who it is. It was great to see Fofana in training. It is. Fofana's back. Guys, I'm going to send the link out. So if any of you want to join me tonight, feel free. We're going to have a right good debate. Why not? Let's get this show on the road, shall we? join me if you can. Come and have your views live. Ben Morgan, how are you, pal? Hope you're well. Yeah, anyone free to join tonight, of course. Let's talk about the weekend's result then. Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Leicester City 1. What happened? What happened at Molineux? I mean, I was at the game. Neves scores from distance. Podence scores from distance. Should we have had penalties? Was Jimenez offside for that second goal? Let me know. And also, let me know your man of the match for Wolverhampton. Who played well for Leicester, do you think? Who deserves all the credit? For me, Ricardo played fantastically well. I thought Cags did well. KDH, again, another fantastic performance. Adamo Lutman scores his goal. He created it. Just before the Albrighton cross, he started off the move. And there you go. Finished it off himself. What went wrong for the Foxes then? I mean, we'll go look at the score and think negativity. 2-1. We gave Wolves a game. I thought, to be honest, we played well the last 15 minutes of the first half. Second half, we came out. First half an hour, superb. We fighted for everything. We created chances. We missed some chances in that second half. We've created more than some of the other teams who's been to Molineux this season. Evening, Carlos, how are you? So frustrating. We was all standing there knowing we was going to regret that missed chance. We was all over them second half and their first chance they score. Ruben Neves, don't give him any chances around the box. He will put you away. He did that. Came out to him and he scores. Opens it up first 9 minutes. Wolves look cruising until like the 30-minute mark, and then Leicester got into the game. They built confidence. Lookman scores to make it 1-1. Lookman man of the match, but look, Thomas played well, especially second half. KDH, the new Yuri. I always thought about KDH. If Yuri Tillemans leaves, he'll be the one to step in them shoes. I think he's good enough. What is your opinion? Do you agree with me or not? KDH is good enough to replace Yuri Tillemans in that midfield. If not, who is? If Tillemans leaves in the summer. Always the same with Wolves, been like this for years. Win at the KP, lose at Molineux. We had one in the top division at Molineux since never, I believe. We last won there in the cup on a penalty shootout. But then in 2006, when Levi Porter and Elvis Hammond scored, Leicester fans. So it just proves how long it is. We don't really have any luck there. Can't give any credit for another loss. No, we can't. It's the result that matters, isn't it? Obviously, people are going to look at performances and think, yes, that player played well, this player played well. But it's the performance it's the result that overshadows it for me. Daka has been so off the past few games. What do you expect when you play one up front? But this isn't down to Daka. This is down to the management. The management need to sort this out. Daka is no good as a one. Jamie Vardy, Iheanacho scored bare goals last season. Why? Because they played together. If you play Iheanacho without Vardy, you're going to get the same outcome what you're getting with Daka. I mean, you've seen that with Kel this season. He isn't a one-man striker where he's got the pace and that's bit in, getting behind. I mean, Kel's one of them where he can hold the ball up, but you need that second striker to get him behind, if you get me. And I think that's where we lack. But that's all down to Brendan Rodgers' tactics. For me, I wouldn't have brought Wilf off. I'd have brought Tillemans off. I'd have kept Daka on the pitch for sure and brought Iheanacho on for somebody else, because two up front would work better, I feel, against Wolves, but it just didn't show that. They nearly had a third right in the 90-odd minute. Class act. performance don't earn you points. It doesn't. It's winning games and earning them points. You have to earn it. If you don't take your chances, you do not win games. Possession doesn't win you games. You need to score more in their goal than what they score in yours. And obviously Wolves did that. But Tielemans' head is elsewhere. KDH is the future, more than capable over a next captain. I've got my eyes on tonight's result. If Burnley, Watford and Leeds get something, I hope the blue-tinted Specs Brigade acknowledge we're in a relegation battle. Oh, big statement there by Craig Hendry. Not many points now, are we? I think it's 8, is it? But 9 would get you in the relegation zone. For me, I don't want to look at that. But, you know, it's one of them. My mate's flown to watch Randers for tomorrow. Why is Nacho bench warming? You tell me, Carlos. Neither Daka nor Nacho can play up front on their own. No idea Rodgers won't play them as a 2. Exactly, Mick. I definitely agree with you, mate. Nacho and Daka should be playing together. Or you get more out of them. It's like Vardy and Nacho. You've seen what could happen, and it proved it. Brendan, I just don't think Brendan gets it at times, but it's his tactical decisions and bizarre substitutions that let him down. He's winning games, and then he goes defensive. Look at the Tottenham game and the West Ham game. You're winning the game 2-1. Then you're throwing points away and conceding goals because you're too defensive. Why are we doing that? The game is there to be won and to be attacked, not sit there defending. Let other teams come at us. That's something. Turf Moor on Tuesday is a big game, and I feel like we will lose. Where is the positivity going to come from? Where are the points going to come from, Leicester fans? You let me know tonight. I mean, for me, people call me negative. Evening, Maz. Hope you're well, darling. He panics. He does. Brendan presses that red button before he even needs to. And I agree with you, Ben Morgan. He panics. Why? Vardy's back. I think that will help. Yes. Happy birthday, James Justin. Yeah, happy birthday, James Justin. Big happy birthday. And happy birthday to Leicester City women's player Charlie Devlin, who also shares the same birthday as James Justin. So big happy birthday to the pair. James Justin then signs till 2026, Leicester fans. Massive news. He commits his future just like Ricardo. He's followed in the footsteps and he signs on his birthday. Fantastic. What a great birthday present. A new contract. Commits his future to a football club where he wants to be. His head isn't elsewhere. And he just gets on with it, James Justin. He's been a fantastic player for Leicester City since he's come in from Luton for £8 million. People wrote him off. Coming from Luton, I thought, you know what, coming from the lower leagues, not going to do much. But he got through in at the deep end, and look what's happened. And then he performed to the levels. He would have been going to England's the England team if he didn't get injured, James Justin. Let's have a look what Reed is saying. You do need to be more positive. Wolves away was our best performance other than the result. Feels so undeserved to lose it. Reedy, I was there at Molineux at weekend. I do feel we didn't deserve to lose. But if you don't close down, you're going to get slapped. And that's what happened. People, I think, focus on the results at the minute and getting points. And we're not getting the points, Reedy. But I can see where you're coming from with that comment. I try to be positive every game, but we just don't see any positive football at times, really. I think that's why I get frustrated, like every other fan. We played well against Manchester United this season. There's been quite a lot of games, really, where we haven't been 100%. We haven't gave fans what they've paid for to see. But for me, yes, nice to see the videos of Fofana in training again. We've missed him as much. Dakar and Nacho need help. Ben Morgan, Reedy, you get no points for a performance. I can't wait to see Fofana again. Statement from the club, Vardy injured and Lord. Okay. I don't even know who that is, but there we go. Performance was better, but points are points. They are. Football is a points-based game. If you don't get the points and you don't get the results, you get sacked. If you don't do what you're told in a job and you go against your boss, you get the sack. I'd rather play better football than points, as you will get more points when you do play better. Everyone moans we play around the back. We won't win doing that, so play better converts to more points. Reedy, I agree, we played better against Wolves. We played good against Randers. That's Randers. Last Thursday, I feel that the performance, we was better than Wolves on Sunday. I think we gave a lot for ourselves. We were very accountable. It's just if you don't take your chances, really, you get beat. Possession doesn't win you games. Yes, I can see the positivity in we played better, but we still didn't get the points. I mean, winning points is better. It is. Well, no, because we played better against Wolves, but the points didn't come, so that's not a valid point. Well, there we go. What is your favourite moment of James Justin then? Get it in the comments and let me know. What is your favourite moment of JJ in a Leicester City shirt? If you want to come on, give your views. I will send a link out. Come and tell me why you're happy and why you're not this season. Come and do it live. Come and have the debate with me. I've sent a link out for anybody who wants to join. Reedy, if you are there, come on, Reedy. Come and tell me. Come and talk to me, Reedy. Come and talk to me about Wolves and that and everything else. Come and talk to me, Reedy. Click on that link. So, yeah, what is everyone's favourite moment then of James Justin in a Leicester City shirt? I mean, they will come. We prefer how we play now until before, so the points will come. Everards will prevail. JJ's first goal versus Luton, yes. Could JJ's goal against Stoke City be up there, Andy Young? Could James Justin's first Premier League goal against Burnley be up there? What do you think? Which one are we going for? Because JJ has been some fullback since signing for the football club. And Luton did say he's a very good player. Was they wrong? No. Have they proved us right? Yes. They call him the Luton Cafu for a reason. So, yes. Leicester are in contract negotiations with Wilfred Ndidi. There's another one. Leicester fans tying up the loose ends and getting the most precious players signed up to be in our team next season, and that Manchester United are being linked with Wilfred Ndidi. So are many other clubs. Wilf, go and commit that future to the football club. Commit it, Wilf. If you are watching, go and commit to our football club. We love you here, and we love you more than anybody else. So come and commit, Wilf. Sign that contract. Goal against Fulham, built up. JJ's goal against Stoke. What's Haley drinking? Lemonade, Reedy. Why do you ask? You might as well ask her what food she's eating. You might as well ask her how many times she's been to the King Power Stadium, if that's something you want to know. But for me, I'm drinking an Orange Zero from Aldi. Very nice, very refreshing. But yeah, that's what Haley's drinking, a light lemonade. I could hear the can open. Yeah. Yeah, she's drinking her lemonade. Early you asked, should we sign Adam O'Lookman? In the summer, a lot of people said definitely. Here's a question to them. Could you see a top 6 or title chasing team sign him? I'm sorry, I don't. I don't either. I can't see Chelsea coming in for him or anybody like that. His progress from nothing to our best fullback before injury, agreed. So the return of Wesley Fofana then. Who's looking forward to seeing Wes grace that King Power turf again? The horrific injury against Villarreal, the sickening injury, kept him out for months. Wes has come back stronger and he will prove it on the football pitch. Why? He's going to be one of the best centre-backs in the world of football. Why? He's going to be playing for France one day. He's going to prove it. But we can't be getting top 6 players, really, so Lookman's the best thing. Twitter video. Okay. That's good to know, Jaffrey. Moving on slightly. Jamie Vardy is back. The GOAT is back. JV9 is back. Return of the Vards. Are we all looking forward to this one then? Jamie Vardy. Have we missed Jamie Vardy up front, Leicester fans? And how crucial will it be getting him back in that squad? Definitely for Wes. Hope he doesn't get the dreaded hamstring, though, like so many who have returned. Yes, I definitely agree with you there, Craig. Jamie Vardy, for me, we've missed him. We will go up a gear when little Wes gets going. I have missed Vardy, haven't we all? The clinical goal scorer that he is. Does the club actually have money for the summer, or is Tillerman's sole sale our only option? Well, Perez, JV9's replacement. I don't know what you've been drinking there, Andy Medhurst, but I think you spent too much time in the Blues bar. Jose Perez couldn't tie Jamie Vardy's shoes, let alone replace him. Does the club actually have money? Well, according to Leicestershire Live, we have £220 million to spend. I'm just reading what was there on the report. We've missed him for our winning goals. Yes, he gives 100%. He's clinical, Jamie Vardy, and great to watch. Next question then, Leicester fans. Nacho and Daka up top. What do we think? Yes or no? If not, why? Tell me. Are we going for... Well, that's what's being read, or it's the case of... That's what they add up to. Tillemans, Madison, Cags, and Ndidi. Players like that. I think they're looking at the key players. I think that's what they're looking at. Maybe if I've read it wrong. We've been playing long balls forward recently, which should be right up to Vardy Street. Dakar, yes. Nacho, no. Tell me why, Andy Medhurst. Tell me why not Nacho. Vardy is a leader from the front. He is. I agree with that, Alan, Michael. Wild man. I think Leicester will win 3-2. If Vardy was playing against Wolves, we would have won the game. Nacho, I prefer. See, I'd love to see Nacho and Daka up front before Jamie Vardy returns to give Brendan other options to say, you know what, we can go and win a game another way. But instead, he goes for that one up front and it ruins it. We could have got to beat Wolves if he played that way. But when you bring Daka off for Nacho, it's just like, when are we even serious about winning this season? All professional Mondays cannot understand why Leicester don't play two up front. Rodgers is making a big mistake. He is. Vardy brings a lot of passion to the team, which has missed recently. He can get the crowd going more than anyone of our other players. Give them both a run out tomorrow, I would. Two left feet, cannot read the game. Got to go two up front. Playing one up front leaves them isolated. It gives them, when you play one up front, the players here, there and everywhere. They're either on the wing, in the midfield, in the stands, putting the feet up. I mean, it's that sort of predicament. But I do feel that two up front works better than one. Vardy should be captain. Interesting. Vardy is a complete striker in the world. He's one of the best strikers in the world. Erling Haaland watches Jamie Vardy and he thinks the same. He's playing three up front. Okay. Elaborate on that one, Lee. Elaborate on the three up front for me. 4-3-3, okay. I just feel 4-3-3 doesn't work as such. I feel a 4-3-3 is better if you play a big man in the middle. If you don't play a big man in the middle and you got a small man, it don't work. You could bag a brace against them. Well, I'd rather have Vardy and Daka just because he's back from injury. We put Vardy on the bench and play Daka and Lookman up front. We have to start to play without Vardy and Evans coming in to the end of their days. Exactly. Players have got to live up to the expectations. When Vardy goes and Evans goes, you need players who's good enough to replace them, innit? We might have a plan B now. Our strikers are all fit. Let's hope so, Andy Young. Guys, if you're enjoying the show so far, please smash a like for me on Facebook, on YouTube. Subscribe if you're watching us on YouTube tonight. Push that notification button and let's build together. Play some of the youngsters, give them experience. 4-2-2-2-2. Okay. Elaborate who's playing that then, Ben Morgan. Where will Leicester City finish this season? I don't think Vardy can be replaced. Well, this is it. You really need someone who's a gem to step in and say, you know what? To put Vardy's boots on is going to be good. But I've got to be able to live and fill them boots. You need a leader in defence, a leader in midfield and up front. Who are your leaders in this side? Well, my leader would be Johnny Evans. Leader in midfield, KDH. Leader up front, Jamie Vardy, when fit. Without Vardy and Evans in the team, we haven't got a leader. They don't talk to each other. 15th, unless we buy big time. Randers, Sierra Leone player, but I stay with my Leicester City Foxes forever. Big up, Ivan. Casper, I don't care where we finish as long as we stay up. Yes, Why so many injuries? Is the new training ground or not just fit enough? Cannot be just bad luck. It's because we're rushing players back because we haven't got strength in depth or to replace these players. I don't think we've got good enough players to replace them. I think that's what it is. But if you haven't got good enough players to replace these players who's getting injured, why are you going to sign these other players then? If you know they're not good enough, Mr. Rogers. Like Vestergaard. Why are you signing Vestergaard if you don't feel he's good enough to replace Johnny Evans? Simple as that. Why sign another striker if he's not good enough to replace Jamie Vardy? Why play a midfielder if he's not good enough to replace Youri Tielemans? It's just one of them. Do we really think Evans will ever be back proper? No, he's got foot injuries, struggling. Where will Leicester finish this season then? I'd be happy with top 10. And the Europa Conference League trophy at the end of it. That's what I'm happy with. I don't know about you guys. I'm happy enough to stay up. If they play like they have been doing, we'll finish in the relegation zone. 14th at best. Oh. Any takers for lower? No, I'm joking. Have to go Wilf and Tielemans or KDH in the middle, Lookman and Barnes, Nat wide, Nacho, Daka up top, just staying up. 3 wins in 14. Let's wait, 3 wins in 15. 4 wins in 15, I believe it is. Or 3 wins in 15, it's one of them. It's crazy. Ivan Smith. 10th, if all players and can get back to fitness. Leicester City will finish 6th, I believe. Let's hope so, Ivan. Where in the summer would you strengthen then? Defence is prior for me. If Cags leaves, then we'll obviously be left with Ricardo, James Justin, Fofana. Who fills that position if Johnny Evans isn't fit and Cags leaves? Who would we bring in at centre half? We're being linked with everybody. Everywhere. What are the Berardi rumours? Well, Berardi's been linked with Leicester City. Watford 1-1 with Palace after 32 minutes. Burnley 0-0 with Spurs after 32 minutes. Can Burnley pull it off? Can Watford pull it off? Do you know what? I wouldn't worry too much about teams who's ahead of us in the top 6. We need to worry about teams who's behind us at this minute in time, getting 40 points. Last Prem win, Liverpool before Christmas. See if any of the under-23 swim might stop but we have injuries, excuses. Well, we're using injuries for every excuse in the book at the minute. But players, like I say, should be able to adapt. They should be up for the job when given the chance. Prove you want it. This is it. Prove how much you want to win a game. This season, we don't look like doing it. Come on, Burnley, Tarkowski. All teams need a spine. Spine is keeper, centre-back midfield. Striker, we are losing, if not lost, our team spine in the midfield. Yes, agreed. Vestergaard was signed for his height in defence. Due to set-piece problems, does not work due to lack of pace. He can't even win an header at times. I mean, it's the first time I've seen him win an header against Randers, I believe. I'm sure that's worth 15 million quid. Might be 15-1 in the bookies, but I don't think it's worth 15 million pound. Would you sign Adamo Lookman and Leicester fans permanent? If so, why? If not, tell me who else we should go for then if Lookman isn't your man at the end of the season. Let me know. For me, I didn't rate Lookman at the start. I just don't feel we was ambitious enough. I feel we could have been more ambitious in that window for a winger. I guess he proved me wrong at times, but then he went off the boil a bit. But then we had a few games where he's played well. Liverpool game. I think he played well against Wolves. Don't want Tarkowski. I'd shift a few out before getting new in, to be honest. A few Berglin, good wages, yes. Yes, if the price is right, yes, but not for 15 million, maybe 10. Yes, I think Vestergaard was signed to change light bulbs. Well, people look up to Vestergaard. They look up to him. Just like Hulk Hogan looked up to Andre the Giant. What do you see? Big friendly giant. That's all he is. The BFG. Jack and the Beanstalk. That sort of giant. In an ideal world, Neres from Ajax. Do you know what? I agree. The human lamppost. That's what I call him. The lamppost. 15 players then. Agreed professional contracts. Casey McAteer, Sammy Braybrook, Ben Nelson, Ben Grist, Waynor, Marcel, Madi Vadua, Towanda, Massawin Heiss are amongst those. Future's looking bright for sure. Can we get another KDH in there? Interesting. Who's going to want to fill them boots? Who's going to want to fill Yuri Tillerman's boots? Surely these players who sign professional contracts will be hungry enough to get in the first team. Let's see how many of them actually get in the first team. Tomorrow then, Randers versus Leicester in Denmark in the Europa Conference League. The summer rebuild depends on where we finish in the season. Regards to attracting players, I think we will see a mass exodus in the summer. I agree, Kevin. It depends where we finish. I agree. If we don't get Europe next season, who's going to want to come here? McAteer looks like a product. Braybrook is the next star. Ivan Smith, banana skin game. Well, I thought that was going to be one of them when they scored that goal at the King Power, Ivan Smith, to make it 1-1. I thought, here we go again. But no, the boys turned it around in the second half, and they were too hot to handle. Last time round then against Randers, 4-1. And Ndidi scores, and then Randers, obviously we're going to make it 1-1. Barnes went and made it 2-1. Patson Daka scores a tap-in. And then Mr. Leicester's own Kiernan Dewsbury Hall, you're my Dewsbury Hall, made it 4 for Leicester to send the tie to 4-1 on aggregate. So still a lot to build on tomorrow. The game ain't over. If Randers beat us, will Rodgers get the sack? It'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? You 4-1 up on aggregate and you go and lose. Can we see Randers scoring too? Well, McAteer, Alves, Nelson could definitely do a job now. 2-1 to us. We have a chance for moving on. Like I say, this new squad building in the summer will depend on where we finish, like Kevin says earlier on. As long as we don't take Randers for granted tomorrow, anything can happen in the European game, especially with our form. Well, this is it. Team selection then, Leicester fans. Who's going to be playing tomorrow then? Who are we going for? I think Schmeichel's going to play. Ricardo's been left at home. So Daniel Amarty's going to play. I think I'm going to go for Cags and Big Vesti. I think Luke Thomas is going to play tomorrow. Lord Moon and Barnes as a 2 on the wing for me. I think Madison, KDH, Tillemans, then Ndidi. And then Daka. Will it be deadly Daka tomorrow though? Will he get an hat-trick? Who knows? It's going to be an interesting one. But yeah, that's my team selection for Randers tomorrow. Does Rodgers have the clout to sign big? Think he's been exposed? Well, Liverpool believe in this third season syndrome. Leicester fans are starting to believe it as well. Start the same as the home game, kill them off in the first half. We need to take an early lead tomorrow and get that game done and dusted. Can Brendan win us the Europa Conference League, Leicester fans? Yes or no? I'd say yes, but I'm worried about our form when we actually go and play the bigger clubs like Marseille and that. That's when I start to worry. The Romas and teams who's going to be at our level, they're going to want to come and take that title off us. She give Magic Mendy a game. I agree. Celtic versus Leicester. They're so many points behind, aren't they? So many goals behind Ivan Smith. Not asked about Perez, Vestergaard, Bertrand leaving. We have under 23s better than them. Imagine Celtic. Imagine a trip to Rome or a trip to France. Anywhere. I'll take anybody, to be honest. You got to be in it to win it. To win the competition, you got to go and beat the best. What's on offer? Yes, he can, but it depends on the players actually showing up. I definitely agree there. Score predictions then for tomorrow night. What are we going for, Leicester fans? I'm going for a 4-0 Leicester City win. KDH is going to score. Patson Daka hat-trick. That's what I'm going for. Score predictions then for tomorrow. Best we will get is Hinkley. 2-2. 14. 1-4, you mean? 4-1. Okay. How many more? 2-0 City. 3-1. Interesting. I'd call it a big game. Every game's a big game at the minute. 2-0 versus the Foxes. Congratulations to Ash Plumpter and the NG Super Falcons this evening, for who have qualified for the African Women's Cup of Nations 2022. Big up, Ash. Congratulations. Keep smashing it, as always. And I will see you on Saturday at Chelsea for the FA Cup. Hopefully we can go and get through in the FA Cup against Chelsea women. Yeah, and keep doing what you're doing this season, Ash. You've been fantastic. Just keep working hard. And that goes for all the other Leicester City women players as well. Keep smashing it. And let's go and get Barclays Women's Super League safety. Happy with that. I'm going 3-1, 3-1. Waste time buying any players. They'll be injured. Can't keep a clean sheet to save their lives, so 3-1. Ward's future. Well, it's an interesting one, isn't it? Danny Ward's future at Leicester City. He clearly isn't good enough to replace Casper, that's for sure, watching him. Celtic again knocked out already. That's, well, who would have expected that? I guess you could be Celtic fans, couldn't you? Will Dennis Pratt be back next season? He's injured. I swear he's out till the end of the season. He's back at Leicester now, I believe, receiving treatment and that. So will Dennis Pratt be in a Leicester shirt next season? Remains to be seen, doesn't it? I think since the second half West Ham, we have played good football. It's about time some Leicester fans took a reality check. Look at how far we have come in the last 6 to 7 years. To be honest, I thought you was going to sit there and say, remember when we was in League One? I thought that comment was going to come up then. But Ross, to be honest, mate, for me, it's the here and now. History will be history. We've created history. It'll be in the history books forever. Pratt could easily replace Tillemans. Well, that could be an interesting one, couldn't it? But only Brendan Rodgers can answer that. But yeah, in the last 6 to 7 years, we have created memories. The FA Cup, the Community Shield, 2 top 5 finishes, and the Premier League title. Fantastic. And we've won everything English competition has on offer. It's fantastic, Ross. But I will support the boys 100%. My team, my love, my forever grace. I will support this team till the day I die. Foxes never quit. My heart is blue. And I will back my team no matter what. Fox till the day I die. Guys, as always, thank you for watching. Please like if you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on YouTube, share, subscribe on YouTube if you're new watching tonight. As always, push that notification button; it'll tell you every time we are live. So yeah, thank you so much tonight for getting involved. It's been a great show. Thank you for airing all your opinions on Leicester City Football Club. Everyone has an opinion. We all may not agree with it. If you agreed with the same opinion, it'd be boring, wouldn't it? There'd be nothing to talk about. But that's football. Hey, ho. Let's get a result at some point. Top viewing, mate. Cheers. Yes, done week over 6 years, but the reason we are not a Liverpool or a Chelsea is not winning mentality as I was see. Great show. Thank you very much. But thank you to all you guys for the views or the comments, getting involved on everything in general. Thank you to all the sponsors who sponsor us here at Leicester Fan TV. Thank you to ADT, Hollogram, Tiger, Pizzeria, Pukka Pies, Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, the Foxes Arms, Newby Co, Nope Against Cancer. Thank you to all the guys sponsoring us here at Leicester Fan TV. Right then, what's coming up on Leicester Fan TV before I go? We've got the watch-along tomorrow, 5:15, I believe. It's Leicester take on Randers. We've got the post-match analysis with Reedy on Friday. Leicester women are in action on Saturday as they travel to Kings Meadow to take on Chelsea women. Next week, we have got Phil's show on Monday. Tuesday, Leicester take on Burnley in the Premier League. And Wednesday, I am back again for the Wednesday Night Fanzone show, talking all things Burnley versus Leicester. Hopefully, some positive feedback. Let's hope so. Fingers crossed, Leicester fans. Right, guys, I'm off. Have a great night. I'm going to watch the footy. Come on, Leicester. Let's turn this ship around. Let's go up and not under. Boom. See you in a bit, everyone. Take care and see you next Wednesday.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, ADT Taxis, Everards, Pukka Pies, Car Leasing, Leicester Riders, Hollogram, The Fox's Arms, Peter's Pizzeria, Hope Against Cancer, and Newby Co estate agents. Make sure to follow us on all of our social channels at Leicester Fan TV. Visit our website, leicesterfantv.com.